Hey, y'all. Welcome to this week's Meet the McBees. Today, I'm going to be recapping the madness, the insanity, the honestly amazing experience that was BravoCon. Give you up-to-date thoughts and feelings on where we are and where the state of the farm is, and really our mind space and headspace going into the new year, what the plan is going to be for the farm, what the plan is going to be for all the businesses, really, and what is to come. Let's dive into it. So saddle up. Let's get down and dirty with it. We just got back from BravoCon. I had no idea what to expect. Candidly, the network had sent us a couple Zoom meetings that we could have joined for first-time BravoConners to learn exactly what BravoCon is, how it works, what happens during BravoCon, and just what to expect. With us being right in the middle of Season 3, us selling the grain facility, selling this headquarters right here, having to be out of here by December 1st, we did not have any time to watch that. So Jesse, Cole, Allie, and I flew in blind to BravoCon. No idea what to expect. And let me tell you right now, what an experience. It is amazing. I didn't realize how big BravoCon is. So there was 30,000 tickets sold, I believe, roughly, all from around the country, around the world even, flying into Las Vegas to celebrate, enjoy everything you get to see on Bravo. There was 150 cast members from Bravo TV shows that came in for it. It really is such a neat experience. I guess I see it online. You know, we see the comments, we see the social media pages growing, but it's hard to really wrap your head around what that means. So you get 10,000 likes on a photo. You don't actually think or understand that that's 10,000 people liking that photo or 1,000 people commenting. Like, that's a full arena worth of people supporting you, your family, your show, your farm. And until you go out to BravoCon and really feel and see the love firsthand in person, you don't understand what that means. And I can tell you right now, it is a re-energizing experience getting to talk to all of you face-to-face, getting to see how much y'all really care about what we're doing out here in the middle of Missouri, and seeing how much y'all are enjoying the show. I know everyone from the show wishes they could have made it out there. Casey and Allie obviously would have loved to have made it out there. So all of us Bravo talent were given a +1. That's why I had Allie come out. She was my +1. She came out to support me. Was incredibly kind of her to cancel what she had going on. It was a big week for her. CMA week is one of the biggest weeks for her in her influencing world and brand deals. And for her to put that on hold to come and support me out there was really, really cool. I know Allie and Casey would have loved to have gone. They have newborn babies, so it makes things a little more challenging as far as travel goes. But knock on wood, next year, actually I think BravoCon's every other year. See, that's how much I did not know about it going into it. So 2027, we'll all be out there, my mom included. So many of y'all wanted to make sure that we told our mom that y'all loved her, supported her, and wished that she was out there. That means the world to her. Like, I don't know how to express in words how much we appreciate y'all's support and how much getting to see that firsthand in person really meant to us. So thank you so much. It was also great getting to meet all of the Bravo family. We know several from Bravo now just through social media. Obviously, Craig Conover, Sally Carson, some of the Southern Charm people we've met in person. And this was our first opportunity to meet several of the Bravo family, Bravo Universe cast members that we've talked to on social media. And I don't have anything but positive things to say about our experience in meeting all of the other Bravo Lebs, I guess is what they're called, or what we're called, Bravo cast members. Everyone was incredibly nice. Everyone was incredibly welcoming. Really enjoyed the entire weekend from start to finish. It was an action-packed weekend. Jesse and Cole are recovering right now. They are sick as dogs, which is a given whenever you're meeting thousands and thousands of people and not getting much sleep and traveling across the country. You're going to get sick. So they're laid up this week. Jesse's got influenza B, I believe. So he's struggling right now. But again, hearts are filled with gratitude for everyone that came out, supported us. I don't know if it was the hats. I may be biased, and I guarantee it was the hats. We stick out like a sore thumb walking around BravoCon in 3 cowboy hats. But the lines that we had for people that wanted to meet us, the cheers that we had getting in and out of the cars, Cole probably would have stayed out there. I don't think Cole wanted to leave. He was enjoying every minute of it. He's like, said he felt like a rock star, except we have no talent. So it's pretty funny, but we really, really appreciate y'all and appreciate the network, NBCU, Bravo, for putting that on for all of us. What a neat experience. What a well-ran experience. So look forward to 2027 BravoCon. If you didn't make it out this year, make sure you come on out. It is a great time, and what a great place to host an event like that than in Las Vegas. Hey, y'all, if you haven't had a chance yet to check out our newest sponsor, Schaefer Outfitter, now is the time, because we are coming up on outerwear season, and that is what they do best. Now, depending where you are, it may still be hot, and they've got great lightweight performance shirts and pearl snaps for that exactly. And if you're up north or on the coast, you know that brisk weather is just around the corner. And Schaefer Outfitter has the perfect functional layers, vests, denim shirts, jeans, their signature coats and jackets, whatever you need. It's going to fit well, be comfortable, and perform like you expect it to. This is high-quality apparel from a family-owned, authentic Western brand. Check them out at SchaeferOutfitter.com and use code McBee for 15% off your first order. We've been wearing Schaefer Outfitter since long before they were our sponsors. In fact, I've had this vest for about 5 years now, and we're excited to spread the word with our fans. The feedback that we've gotten so far from folks that have tried them out is that the clothing was even nicer out of the box than what they expected from the website and the photos. So give them a look. Again, that's code McBee during checkout for 15% off at SCHAEFER Outfitter.com. Speaking of Las Vegas, we'll be back out there in a couple weeks for NFR. Really looking forward to getting back out there. I think everyone, including Cole, Casey, Allie, Jesse, Jake, Tegan, like anyone that you see on the show, aside from my mom, she's got to babysit, we'll be out at NFR enjoying the rodeo, enjoying Cowboy Christmas. That is my favorite event of the year. We have so much fun, and we may or may not be bringing out some cameras to shoot part of season 3 for that weekend. So I'm excited about that too. I hope to see y'all there. We'll have a good time, and we're going to cut loose and have a little fun. It's been stressful, and obviously during NFR, that'll be a week after we take my dad up to where he's going. So it'll be a nice stress relief and a nice break from a pretty heavy November and what we're dealing with on December 1st. So December 1st, it's coming up. By the time, actually, this podcast will air next, so this will be Thanksgiving week that this podcast is airing. So December 1st is coming up, and, you know, it's a very sobering feeling knowing this will be the last time we get to see my dad for some months. I think it's felt more and more real as the days get closer to December 1, and he's still doing great. Like, the man is... Stress does not bother him the way it bothers normal people. Like, if anyone is optimistic and positive, that man is taking it so well. I think my mom and I are feeling the stress the most, and then the other boys are right behind us on feeling stressed out and knowing that dad's going away for a little bit. But we feel confident. We feel good about everything that's happening around the businesses, around the farm. We're confident in the direction that we're heading. We know we've made the right moves to prepare for this, and we know that we're going to be in a much better place 6 months from now than we are today. And a year from now, we're going to be in just a tremendously better spot. And I think that a really major theme I've talked about over the last couple weeks is that a humbling experience is such an asset to you if you use it correctly. And I think for me, the last few years have really opened my eyes to how thankful I am to enjoy the life that I have, enjoy the time in the outdoors that I get to spend, and enjoy the scenery that we have here at the farm. There was something I posted on my Instagram. I was able to get out and actually harvest a buck with my bow, which was really, really neat. And it just had me thinking as I was sitting there, he was a great deer, but more than that, it was such a great experience. And what kept coming to mind is the parable of the businessman and the fisherman, and I'll read it here quickly. And I think it was just a good reminder and a good perspective for all of us to really think about what we enjoy right now and to savor it and really take to heart, the good times that we have in front of us right now. So there was once a businessman who was sitting by the beach in a small Brazilian village. As he sat, he saw a Brazilian fisherman rowing a small boat towards the shore, having caught quite a few big fish. The businessman was impressed and asked the fisherman, "How long does it take you to catch so many fish?" And the fisherman replied, "Oh, just a short while." "Then why don't you stay longer at sea and catch even more?" the businessman asked. "Well, this is enough to feed my whole family," the fisherman said. And the businessman then said, "So what do you do for the rest of the day?" Fisherman replied, "Well, I usually wake up early in the morning, go out to sea and catch a few fish, then go back and play with my kids. In the afternoon, I take a nap with my wife, and when evening comes, I join my buddies in the village for a drink. We play guitar, sing, and dance throughout the night." And the businessman offered a suggestion to the fisherman. "I'm an experienced businessman. I could help you to become wealthy and successful. From now on, you should spend more time at sea and try to catch as many fish as possible. When you've saved enough money, you could buy a bigger boat and catch even more fish. Soon you will be able to afford to buy more boats, set up your own company, your own production plant for canned food and distribution networks. And by then you will have moved out of this village into Sao Paulo, where you can set up HQ to manage your other branches." And the fisherman continues. "And after that?" The businessman laughs heartily. "After that, you can live like a king in your own house. And when the time is right, you can go public and float your shores in the stock exchange, and you will be rich." And the fisherman asks, "And after that?" And the businessman says, "After that, you can finally retire. You can move to a house by the fishing village, wake up early in the morning, catch a few fish, then return home to play with the kids. Have a nice afternoon nap with your wife, and when evening comes, you can join your buddies for a drink, play the guitar, sing and dance throughout the night." And the fisherman with a puzzled look says, "Isn't that what I'm doing right now?" And I think that parable hits me hard, especially right now. I know it's hit everyone in my family, that you sometimes go on this journey. And for us, it was trying to grow these businesses and trying to work our life away for a reward that we already had at the beginning, which is, what do we enjoy to do? We love spending time outdoors. I love sitting in a tree stand. I love spending time with my family. And I was doing all of that before these businesses, before we spent years and years toiling away at these businesses. And to come full circle and come back to that realization of, hey, I had all this at the beginning. All that effort was futile. There was no, I'm not saying it's not good to pursue something passionately. I'm just saying don't lose perspective on what the important things in life are. And I think that parable does a really good job of explaining that. And it's definitely resonated when I posted that picture of my deer, along with a few comments of people not enjoying a harvested deer photo on Instagram, which I'm not going to apologize for. I appreciate y'all's support. I appreciate y'all following me. We were farmers, ranchers, outdoorsmen our entire lives. This is the way of life up here. This is the way we'll always be. We're not going to change our way of life and try to hide a major aspect of our lives. We run a meat facility, so the sacrifice of animals to feed us, that's a whole nother topic, but we're not going to change. Anyways, besides those comments, I've received several DMs about the carousel story I posted of the parable of the businessman and the fisherman, just of it resonating and hitting hard and people sharing it with their family members. So I hope you take that to heart. I know I have, and really just puts into perspective what's important in life. Towards the end of the year, obviously, we have my dad's deal coming up here in the next week. I may try to get him in the studio one more time before he heads off, so y'all can hear from him. Obviously, he hasn't been a part of the show, and he's taken a step back on most social medias, but I would love to get him in here for the last podcast before he goes away and just pick his brain, see how he's feeling, and just make sure that he knows that we love and support him, and most of y'all do on the internet too, most. But yeah, we're excited about what's to come. We're excited to turn the page, to close this chapter, to start being able to move on with our lives, and excited to announce the news with this podcast. I swear it's coming. I've been teasing it for a few episodes now, but it is coming. We're going to have a much more structured format. We're going to have some exciting guests coming in here, and may even have a new co-host too. You can tell it's been pretty lonely in this podcast studio. I feel like I'm talking into an empty room here lately. So yeah, I'm excited about what's to come with this thing. So guys, I promise, hang on. We'll be going into a whole lot more detail as soon as we can. And I'm excited for what's to come. We'll see y'all. We're taking off Thanksgiving, the week after Thanksgiving. We'll be back in 2 weeks. So we'll see y'all 2 weeks from now. Look forward to talking. And I think for this next one, Should be able to get my dad in here. Bye, y'all.